Poutine? Right, so I'm back here. I need to go all the way back to where I was before. No, the other way. There we go. I'll grab that again. I grabbed that thing and then saved afterwards, so I should already have it. I'll give that back. Basic meal, yeah. Alright, there we go. Back to where I was before. Yeah, I didn't check that way. I went and checked this way before I went down there. See what was this way. Oh, yeah. Gotta kill this fucker again. There you go. Level 16 again. The sword is so powerful. Switch weapons? Maybe I should go back and go down that ladder. How is there any sunlight when it's just clouds all over the sky? I guess the sunlight shines through. I need a key. I don't have a key. Right. Where am I going to find a key though? Oh. Yeah, why would I do that unless I need a key? The door is locked from the other side. Well, look what's on the other side, just waiting for the door to be opened. What is with the music? This music. Right, so there's actually nothing for me to do. Then I can't open this door because I need a key. And I can't open that door because it needs to be opened from the other side. But how the hell would I get on the other side of that door? Oh, it's another person. Who's this? Unless there's... Oh, some guy. Oh, maybe he was with her, but the other woman, the journalist, said it was just them two. Who's this guy?
Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm just looking for supplies.
Who you with? Who are you?
Who are you?
The name's Atticus.
Oh, it's Atticus.
I escaped the Medini prison camp when the demons attacked. I should have died there. Looks like Setharus had other plans for me.
Do you have 3 siblings and a dad who owns a farm?
I joined up with some refugees. We have a camp close by.
Yeah, I know the one.
The path to reach it is behind the giant stone serpent. Head north from here. You should find it.
I've already been there.
These people need me. They're in bad shape. I'm out here scrounging for supplies.
His voice sounds like it's echoing. I'm not sure if I'm just hearing that or I am hearing it.
Have you seen the destroyed ON vehicles on the road?
Yes.
They're northeast of the Weeping Knight statue. There's a truck that's still in good shape.
Is that?
If only I could find the keys and get it started, I could take these people to my father's farm in Sinedra.
So it is him. He is the son. So I'm guessing this is a good deed I have to find? Or start finding keys? Where would I find the keys? Did you see a strange door somewhere around here?
Did you see a strange door somewhere around here?
I saw a large door carved into the rock. Head back on this path and turn left. Continue on the path, and the door will be on your right. Careful, though. There's a huge demon lurking in front. When I saw it, I turned back real quick.
Yeah, I think I know the one you mean. But I need to open it from the other side, which I don't know how that's going to work. I think I met your father. He's Ernest Cadell, right?
I think I met your father. He's Ernest Cadell, right?
Yes, he's my father.
That's what I said.
I'm glad to know he's alive and well. This makes me want to get back home even more.
Alright, now let's get some general knowledge.
It doesn't look like it, but Hadia was beautiful and peaceful. It changed so quickly. I first noticed it on campus at Los Angeles University. History lessons were modified to suit new narratives. The line drawn in the sand by facts was fading under the waves of Sabinian nationalism.
Isn't that the same anywhere, though? Like, realistically, isn't that the same anywhere?
New campus groups and fraternities were formed and engaged in intimidation campaigns against Palamas students.
What a surprise, just like real life.
Some of us stood firm, but most ended up leaving. It was so hard for me. My parents had spent their hard-earned money to send me to university. I was the only one in the family who had been given this chance. Deep down, I always believed that it would stop, that people would eventually come to their senses.
But they didn't.
Then I noticed that this was happening all over the country. By the time my hope had faded, civil war erupted.
Of course it did.
When the war erupted, I was still in Los Angeles, in the heart of the Lion's Den. I gathered what supplies I had and left for the Astarian-Umbrahan border. I needed to get home, to get to my family. What usually took a few hours on a road trip was turning into a logistical nightmare. Couldn't drive, take the bus, or train. Sabinian soldiers were patrolling back roads, streets, stations, you name it. On the way, I did things. Things I'm not proud of.
But you had to do it to survive.
I stole from people who were more desperate than I was. I refused to help others in need. I truly failed as a Palamist.
I don't think that really matters. It's called survival. You don't really care about other people's survival when yours is at stake.
After months of hiding, looting, stealing, and running, I finally arrived on the outskirts of the Umbrahan border.
So you never killed anyone, just stole from people.
I sought refuge in a barn. I was exhausted and hungry. The farmer woke me. I was initially terrified, but he was holding a plate of food. He handed it to me and I devoured it. He said he would return with more. He turned out to be a Sabinian farmer, feeding me to buy time until the soldiers showed up.
Interesting.
It worked like a charm. That was the last square meal I had. After that, prison scraps if I was lucky. Did you know that the peacekeepers had an outpost in Medini? They stood by and watched Sabinian soldiers rape and murder Palamists in droves.
Oh yeah, because they pulled out. Because they're too scared to do their fucking jobs.
I'll tell you what they did care about. Their medical supplies and food. That's it. If they claim they never saw the Medini prison camp just outside of town, they could sure smell it. I guarantee you that. The stench of death filled the air for kilometers. They had the numbers and equipment to stop what was happening. They just stood there and watched. Let's just say, I don't hold them in high regard.
Alright, not many people do.
Let me tell you about Sabinians. The guards at the Medini prison camp would sometimes open the camp gates to Sabinian civilians.
Wait, what? And they would just, what, let them go in the prison, what, attack the prisoners?
They would enter the gates of hell to spend the night beating, killing, raping, or any other twisted pleasure they could imagine.
What kind of fucking, what kind of prison are they running if they're letting, like, Sabinians just wander in and start doing all this shit?
These Sabinian civilians wanted to settle old scores.
Really?
Do you know what their grievances were?
What's that?
A wealthy Palamist who would refuse to give them a job. A farmer who wouldn't lend his tools. A man who had stolen a girlfriend.
Right, so they thought they could go into a prison and were allowed to and start killing, raping, and beating people.
Petty disputes were settled with crimes against humanity. That's who you're dealing with. I despise them with every fiber of my being.
That's not even Sabinians, that's just some people.
They are my brothers and sisters. Our faith and tragedy bind us. We will overcome this. We must. Now, more than ever. May we all stand in our Lord's gaze.
Are the Sabinians religious, or are they not? I think they might be. I think they all believe in the same god, or not? I don't know, I can't remember. Because it seems like the Palamists are a bunch of religious people. Sound like cultists, really, and Sabinians are more about progress and wanting to kill all the Palamists, to become a better country.
They are not our Lord's doing. He would never unleash such demons upon us, no matter how much we've sinned.
Really? Well, some people beg to differ.
This disaster is the work of TR, the great two-headed serpent. You want proof? If they were from Setharis, they would have only attacked the guards back in Medini. Once the strange anomalies appeared, creatures materialized everywhere out of thin air. It was surreal. The Kata describes a place called the Himalara Fields.
Well, they're only here because of the Civil War and everything that's going on within the Civil War. That's the only reason why these things are here.
TR made the Great Curse, and his demons dwell in that place. I believe those anomalies are doorways between our worlds.
I believe that too, but I believe they only appear there when something tragic happens. Which then causes more of them to appear. Do I have anything to give to him? Well, I guess there is the key. He said he needed a key. So then he could get an ON truck or something, grab those people from that camp I was at, and then he would take them to the farm, to his dad's farm. Something doesn't feel right. Yeah, there you go. Well, that was a quick level up. I just used it that one time then. It's already leveled up. Alright, is there anything here? Okay, it's a dead end here, nothing there. And then you got 2 doors here. Do I have? Yeah, no, I got both of them, don't I? Yeah. Okay, let's look at the new information. The headquarters is hidden in the rocky ridges of Vissa Hills. Vissa Hills. Oh, the Vigils. This is their base? Or their hideout? Tanya Alva. She is hiding in the rocky ridges on the southwest part of Vissa Hills. She is an independent investigative journalist, and Vitalis was the source for her story. She is the journalist that was contacted by the Vigil. She will make her way to my APC and she will wait for me there. She helped me find and unlock the Watcher's Nest, but why is she waiting at my APC? What does she want to do? Just like travel with me? A middle-aged woman with an eye patch covering her right eye. He was the source for Tanya's story. Located in the rocky ridge on the west side of the Vissa Hills, the path with tombstones and an obelisk leads to its entrance. I used the keys to open the Watcher's Nest. Vissa Hills entrance carved into solid rock, repurposed medieval underground construction used as the Vigil's headquarters, family legacy. I retreat back to the key to the Watcher's Nest to find her body on the rocky ridges in the southwestern part of Vissa Hills. Tanya and Agatha split up on the path with the mining carts. Tanya said that Agatha had the other key to unlock the Watcher's Nest, fatally wounded young woman. Father of Atticus Cadell. He escaped the Medini prison camp. He is helping refugees in the camp beyond the Stone Serpent's Head to the north. He saw a large door carved into the rock just around the path corner. He is the son of Ernest Cadell. Mr. Hill is a bearded young man who looks exhausted. Family legacy. Nice items. It looks like an ambush was waiting for the vigils at the Weeping Knight statue. Yeah. Okay, there's something there. Is there anyone here though? They got a bunch of different symbols, big round table, and a bunch of other symbols and shit. Note wall grooves. A note left by Vitalis concerning the mysteries of the Watcher's Nest found in the entrance to the Watcher's Nest in Vista Hills. Vigil members, we must open Pentos' coffin today. No more delays. It's directly beneath this floor. Just go through the hole in the wall. The coffin's mechanism appears to be locked by this riddle. Through his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of his order shall the path be revealed. We solve it, and we proceed to our next phase. Let's finish this Vitalis. Alright, so that's gonna help me figure out what the fuck to do. But where do I start? There's shit everywhere. Oh wow, they got quite the setup. How many vigils are there? Access computer. The Watcher's Nest. November 29, 1987. The discoveries we came upon within the Umal Caves were nothing short of astounding. How those discoveries led us here is truly fortuitous. Fortuitous? Yeah. Never would I have imagined standing in such a hollow, storied place. Brother Damien was adamant about bringing this old dusty cave into the modern age. As much as I begrudge these newfangled computers, I will concede that the work ahead of us is monumental. There are several lifetimes worth of scrolls and manuscripts stored here, and a more efficient method of record keeping will be of great value. I'm hopeful that we can find more information about this keystone. That's what I have. Walgrew's wooden shields. February 27, 1989. Now that we are properly settled, we are ready to delve headlong into the mysteries of this place. Gildas has set his sights on translating the many instances of ancient texts we have found throughout. I will be concentrating on the strange flower-shaped grooves inlaid into the walls. There are 8 such grooves in the entrance hall, each accompanied by a symbol displayed prominently on a wooden shield. I believe these 8 are part of a set. Agatha has a keen eye for iconography. I've asked her to assist me in interpreting the possible meanings of these symbols. Walgrew's metal shields. I've recently turned my attention to the set of 3 flower-shaped grooves in the corridor. Each is overlooked by a large metallic aegis bearing a strikingly well-preserved coat of arms. Of these, I can only recognize our own, that of the Vigil. Gildas assures me that he has seen the others before, and he will attempt to track down their provenance. He will record his findings on the whiteboard. Main area. It's clear now that the grooves on both sides of the armor rack are meaningless, and we're done wasting time on them. Instead, it's very likely the grooves flanking the older banner are part of the solution. Damien has noticed the deciphered dates for each side on the whiteboard. Alcoves. Through countless hours of study, Gildas has managed to piece together a rudimentary translation key for the ancient language. Through it, we have now discovered that this place was named the Watcher's Nest, a quite fitting moniker, I must say. More importantly, we have translated the text accompanying the 4 flower-shaped grooves and the alcoves adjoining the main room. The text is simply a collection of names: Alecto, Algia, Dio, and Rosa. Upon further research within the scrolls, we discovered that these are the names of the last Volgard generals, the so-called Wardens of the Eye. What is the significance of their inscription here? Every stone uncovered spawns more questions. Burial chamber? Yesterday, a rather significant earthquake put our operations on hold. The generators failed and we were thrust into darkness. We are just now getting our infrastructure back online. A section of the wall in the main room has crumbled, revealing a hidden burial chamber. We believe it to be the tomb of Petos Algia, the founder of the Vigil. Unbelievable that this sealed chamber should be found right under our noses. What good fortune. The chamber is a A veritable treasure trove of revelations, along with the sarcophagus, ornate illustrations adorn the walls. Once the rebel is cleared, we will hoist Gildas down into the chamber that he may begin to translate the ancient text. This may just be the lead we have been hoping for. Ceramic flowers. We found 4 flower-shaped ceramic tokens inside the tomb. They share perfect symmetry with the wall grooves whose purpose has evaded us since we first entered this place. Everything is beginning to fall into place. Tokens are clearly made to be inserted into the grooves. There are 4 tokens and 4 distinct sets of grooves. I believe this mystery may be linked, or must be linked to Algier somehow. Perhaps the grooves represent his life, his accomplishments. I feel we are so very close to the solution. And that was in 1993, and when does this start? 87. So they've been at this for a few years.
The Umal Caves expeditions yielded 2 significant revelations. Confirmation that the calamity is real, and the existence of a plan to stop it, the so-called failsafe. We know nothing of this failsafe, nor of the artifact we recovered. All of these tomes, and not a shred of information. Whatever machinations the Foal Guard of old had in mind, they were intent on keeping it a secret. I fear it is now lost in the folds of history. It seems to me the artifact may be part of a larger mechanism. Perhaps it is a key of sorts. Does it open another tomb or vault? Are there more such keys? It is clear to me that this artifact, this keystone, is a critical piece of the failsafe enigma. We must continue to pull at this thread until the truth reveals itself.
Recording Keystone. A recording of Ataz ruminating on the origin and purpose of the Keystone at Grief, found in the Watcher's Nest in Vissa Hills. So I'm guessing we'll have to figure out what to do with those based on the information I find. Temporarily reduced ecstasy damage. Rosa. Dio. That's the whiteboard. Order of the Eye, Foal Guard, Vigil 1512, 1513. Algier. Alecto.
The revelation that we may have a traitor in our ranks weighs heavily on me. Our vows are sacrosanct. How could one betray the Order at a moment such as this? I harbor a growing suspicion, an insidious notion that is slowly taking root. Harrowing, if accurate. It chills me to the bone. I cannot inform the others until I have arrived at certainty without doubt. The risk of exposure is too great. What would she possibly have to gain? I pray that I am mistaken. The consequences would be disastrous. Likely the end of the Vigil as we know it.
Interesting. They had a traitor amongst them. And he reckoned it was a woman? Who, though? Helm and coif, worn by General Pantos Algier, first of the Vigil. Oh, there's a sword there. Can I not take that? Someone left it there. Really, I can't go in there? Oh, I need a passcode?
The tomes scattered around this hallowed ground speak of Pentos Algia, the first of the Watchers. It was Pentos who recognized that the Calamity would always remain a threat. From the ashes of the derelict Fulguard, he forged a new order to carry on our sacred charge. His foresight and tenacity are the reason the Vigil still exists today. There must be a reason he chose to conceal the existence of the Failsafe and the Keystone. Truly extraordinary that we should stumble upon his tomb after all these years. I pray it contains the answers we seek.
So what am I supposed to do now then? Continue my father's duty. Oh, I have. Wait. When did I get? I have 4 of them? There must be something I have that tells me what the password on that computer is. You know, so like so they always write down their password somewhere. But is it something I just have to look at, or is it something I can, like, I've already picked up? It has to do with something. Like one of the things on the walls. What do I even do with these things? If I put one of them in, can I take it back out? Okay, maybe I should do something with the shields. Is that gonna do anything? Did that do anything? Interesting. You got all these symbols of the different vigil guys, so what's this say? The Watcher's Nest, the vigil founded in 1513. I've only got 4 of them, and there's how many? 8. What do I do with these ones then? Has this even done anything? Okay. Let me look at the computer, this one. The Watcher's Nest. Wooden shields. Eight screws, yeah, there are. Part of a set. Three flowered shape grooves in the corridor. It's clear now that the grooves on both sides of the armor rack are meaningless and we're done wasting time on them. Instead, it's very likely the grooves flanking the old banner are part of the solution. 4 flower-shaped grooves in the alcoves. All guards, so the circle warns the eye. What is the significance of their inscription? Four flower-shaped ceramic flowers are tuned to have extension with the wall grooves. Major being sent to the grooves. There are 4 tokens and 4 distinct sets of grooves. I believe this mystery being also linked to Algia somehow. Right, so obviously I gotta put the grooves in certain places and then I go back down there and I can open it up. How do I know when something's happened or when to do something? One, 5, 1, 2. And that's, is it that one? Yeah, it's got like a shield with a flower and a sword. But why is this significant and not the one where the armor is? No, I don't want to scan this shit. Do I have to put them in a certain order? I don't know if that's done anything. I mean, let me try and open up this thing and see if something happens. Something gonna happen? Nothing happens. What the fuck do I do though? Yeah, see, that's that symbol, the same one as that banner on the wall with the sword and like sunshine looking shit on it. Oh, I know, hang on, I know. What was it I read? I can't remember if it was something I picked up or it was something I found. And like could read like these things on the walls. Move that. Let me just check. Was it something I found? Or was it something I picked up? There was something I picked up. What was it? It said something about a certain order. Training ground, could have treasure hunt. Which one was it? Wall grooves. Was it this one? Through his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of his order shall the path be revealed. So, his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of his order. So that's 4 things. And I'm guessing I have to put the 4 ceramic flowers on those 4 different things, and then I pull the lever, and then something happens. Through his name. What does that mean? His name. What was his name? It was fucking Algia or some shit, wasn't it? Let me check. Down, off the ladder, fuck. So his name... Pentos Algia. Ordained the new Warden of Grief. The Pentos Algia, which was the name up there somewhere, one of the other ones. What's this one? Algia. Oh, so put one in this one. And then what else was there? It was his name. His title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of his order. His title. What's his title? Let me go back down and check his thing again. There's the whiteboard. Oh, so the dates on either side are... Right, so which date was it again? It was not 13, I think it was 12? Which I think is like the date of the inception. I think. Because he was the first one. Yeah, oh. 1501. Ordained to the new Warden of Grief. Okay. So that wasn't its inception. So what was it? Its name, symbol... What else was it? His title. Oh, what was his title? Hang on. It was Grief. The new Warden of Grief. Right, which is what symbol? Which one of these symbols is Grief? Terror, Admiration... Ecstasy, Vigilance, which one's Grief? Rage, Loathing. Left Warden of Grief. So Grief is that blood dripping looking symbol, which is his one because he's the new ordained Warden of Grief. So that's a symbol. Well, that's his title. The symbol of his order is the sword with the like sunshine flower looking thing, and the date of inception of his order. So his title is the Warden of Grief. Apparently that shit's useless. Helm of Coif worn by General Pentos Algia, first of the Vigil. So do I need to go to one of those? Alright, so then that's one. And then do I put it one here? And then do I put one there? I don't know if that's right. Let me check. It might be right. If nothing happens, then obviously there was something else I was supposed to do. Nothing happens. Right, hang on. What else? What was it? It was his name, which I've done. His title, which was the Warden of Grief. The symbol of his order. I guess the symbol of his order is that. The inception of his order. So, is that not the right one? Let me take this one out. Put it on this one. Let's see if that works. Nothing happens? Right. I think I am right in thinking in what I'm supposed to be doing. It was his name, which is this one, Algia, Pantos Algia. His name, then his title, which was the Warden of Grief, which is that symbol all the way over there. That's the Warden of Grief. Then it was his... what was it, his symbol or some shit? The symbol of his order and the date of inception. Well, that's the symbol there, but then that shit apparently to the whiteboard. The left one is 1512 and the right one's 1513. And then there's something to do with those symbols. You got Full Guard and Vigil. So maybe it's the Vigil symbol and the one on the right? Because I've done... oh. Well, something just happened. But then what's the passcode to this computer, though? 6-digit code. I'm sure I've got something that can tell me or give me a clue as to what the passcode is. So what the fuck happened? Will this work? Shit, it did work. There he is, that's his body. Mark of the Betrayed, Avengers Essence. Retaliate with tremendous fury, increasing damage dealt after parrying. Blue Flower Scroll. An old scroll written in an ancient language, elaborate illustrations adorn the page and feature a blue flower found in Pentos Algia's tomb in the Watcher's Nest, Vista Hills.
That's interesting.
Tanya?
I made it back to your APC and figured out how to access your drone's controls.
Oh, great.
Bring back that scroll you just picked up. I found something in the APC that can help us.
Alright, how does she figure that out? I don't like how she took control of my drone like that. How does she know, like, just figure that out? That doesn't make sense. What? Distant toilet flushing? Okay, well someone's here. Who the fuck is this? Was he in here the whole time? He must have been. Yeah, that's the bathroom. Who the fuck is this guy?
Funny. I've never seen you before. No matter. I can see your credentials hanging from your neck. Welcome to the Watcher's Nest.
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name is Gildas Brom. I am the oldest member of the Vigil. Ever since I lost the use of my legs, I've been the caretaker of relics and other useful items.
You know the password to the computer?
We have accumulated quite a collection. These items are precious and will undoubtedly help you fight the creatures.
I think the weapons will. Anything else you can tell me about the Watcher's Nest?
Anything else you can tell me about the Watcher's Nest?
Initially, the Watcher's Nest was a barracks for the Foal Guards, our ancestral order. Their blue-flowered crest is carved on the walls. The Foal Guard abandoned it, but Pentos Algia, the founder of the Vigil, reclaimed it years later. He made it a secret stronghold to coordinate the Vigil's efforts. Today, it is a beacon, a marker left behind for future generations. Pentos was put to rest here, but we only recently discovered his tomb in the crypt below. Although we haven't been able to open his coffin yet, we are confident there are more answers inside.
I just opened it. Can you tell me more about the Keystone of Grief?
Can you tell me more about the Keystone of Grief?
If you have the keystone, this can only mean one thing. Vitalis is no more. This is a somber day for the Vigil. He was the best of us. Unfortunately, there is no time to mourn him. I will honor his memory later. As for the artifact, we only have theories, some of which you can find in notes and journals strewn across the tables and desks. The Keystone of Grief was found in the Umal Caves, leading us to the Watcher's Nest. Whatever the Keystone is, I believe some answers can be found in Pentos' coffin. If only we can figure out a way to open the damn thing.
Yeah, I've already opened it. What are the duties a Vigil must perform? Is that what? What other duties a Vigil must perform? That's not even a sentence.
What are other duties a Vigil must perform?
I'm sure you are aware that nothing is free in this world. As a Vigil, you swore an oath to prevent the calamity and protect the people of Hadia. By performing good deeds for Hadians, you can acquire some relics and items.
Oh, what, from you?
You may have noticed that the creature, despite being slain, returns after a certain time.
So they don't die then, they actually come back.
That's because you haven't shut down their time loop. You need to kill the Guardians first, and only then can you enter the time loop to shut it down.
And then that stops them from, like, coming back?
We must shut down all the time loops. I know, it seems like an impossible task given the brutality of the Civil War.
Or it just makes it more challenging.
Take this. It will help you detect the Guardians that are protecting each time loop.
Oh. Guardian Detector. A device that always seems to point to the nearest time loop Guardian. Database. A crystalline lattice that is highly sensitive to proximate time loop frequencies. The crystal orients itself towards similar frequencies in the vicinity. Well, have you got the things I need to use to shut down the time loop anomalies? Because I need that, because it gives off like a certain hum that turns them off. Blue flower scroll. This was in Pentos' coffin. What do you make of it?
This was in Pentos' coffin. What do you make of it?
This is what you found. That isn't very reassuring. More riddles. The scroll must be the key to solving the enigma. I recognize the old Hadean language. It died out centuries ago. It would be best to find someone who can translate it.
Like who? Where do these necklaces come from?
Where do these necklaces come from?
The necklaces we carry today belong to the Foal Guards. We found them in old tombs and ruins. Crafting these necklaces is a lost art. Many have tried unlocking the secrets of forging one, but every attempt has failed. They are precious and rare, which is why each member of the Vigil passes the necklace to their next of kin.
What do you know about these weapons?
What do you know about these weapons?
Consider what our smiths need to forge our weapons. It makes you think, doesn't it? Now that's a chicken and the egg mystery if I ever saw one.
Is it?
Think about it. You can't slay the creatures without our weapons. The material to forge them comes from the creature's corpse. How did they do it?
Well, there must have been a dead one already, or they managed to pin one down and then rip it apart? Or they found a way to kill it themselves, or there was already a material that wasn't from a hollow unless you can only get it from them? What are time loops and how do I shut them down?
What are time loops? And how do I shut them down?
They ensnare moments in time, events charged with extreme violence, and curse those trapped inside to relive the moment over and over again.
Yeah.
Now, how to shut it down? Once inside, you must bring an Ammon prism to the center of the time loop.
But where do I get those though? Because I need them. Otherwise I cannot shut them down.
The center is deadly to humans, so the Fold Guards trained owls to carry the Ammon prism.
Well, for me, I've got a drone.
Ammon prisms are extremely rare. This is the only one I have left. Please take it. Perhaps your flying gadget can carry it to the center for you.
Yeah, you can. But why is the center deadly to humans? What happens? You just drop dead?
Remember, when you close a time loop, come back and see me to claim your reward.
So do I come to this guy whenever I help out people shut down time loops?
There must be thousands. Roll up your sleeves.
Thousands?
You have a lot of work ahead of you.
Fuck me, I know there's a civil war going on, but thousands? Fuck. That's a lot of time loop anomalies. Oh, and a note. Notes collapsing time loops. A series of notes concerning the functioning of time loops obtained from Gildas Brom in the Watcher's Nest, Vista Hills. The collapse of time loop 1 must first gain access to its interior based on our findings. This is only possible after eliminating all its guardians. Fortunately, the device we discovered in the Watcher's Nest, dubbed the Guardian Detector by Gildas' boundless imagination, can be used to locate them. Once inside a time loop, an Amin prism must be placed at its very center. The ancient text warned that this point is fatal to all biological life. Our ancestors in the Fold Guard initially sent sacrificial volunteers, the proto-martyrs, into the time loops carrying the prisms. Later they were replaced with specially trained owls. Additionally, time loops seem to form according to 3 patterns of increasing intensity. Each requires an Amin prism of the corresponding pattern in order to destabilize and collapse a time loop. That summarizes everything we know about these anomalies. Vitalis would like to start planning when and how we'll shut them down. And as Gildas reminds us, we're fresh out of owls. Agatha. How do I perform good deeds? Is that really a question?
How do I perform good deeds?
It's simple. Help our people. Hadeans are a proud bunch. They won't ask for your help directly, so pay attention to what they say. The more you help our fellow Hadeans, the more relics and items you can acquire. Now, you're asking yourself, how can this old kook know if I'm helping people? Oh, I can tell. It's in your eyes, boy. The eyes have much to say if one knows how to look. Whenever you accomplish a good deed, come back and talk to me to claim your reward.
Interesting. Have I helped enough Hadeans? What's our status on time loops?
What's our status on time loops?
Good. You closed a few of them. I'm sure there are more out there.
Yeah, there are, but not thousands. Oh, tombstone. And a limbic slivers. Oh, limbic energy crystallizes into multiple shards projected towards your target. Berserk. Enter a state of rageful defiance. Nice. That's going to be helpful.